Welcome back, students. So, Mahatma Gandhi's letter was taken as an ultimatum. So, when this ultimatum reached Viceroy Irwin, he became very furious and he simply rejected, and he was not willing to negotiate with the Congress and Mahatma Gandhi. So, Mahatma Gandhi started, in retaliation, Mahatma Gandhi started his famous Salt March accompanied by 78 volunteers. As Irwin was unwilling to negotiate with Gandhiji, he started a Salt March with 78 volunteers. The march was over 240 miles from Gandhiji's Sabarmati Ashram to the coastal village of Dandi. Every day, the volunteers along with Gandhiji, they marched for 10 miles. So it took 24 days, Gandhiji and the other volunteers, to reach Dandi. And when Gandhiji reached Dandi, thousands of people accompanied him. On 6th April, he reached Dandi. On 6th April, at last, he reached Dandi, and he ceremonially violated the salt law by manufacturing salt by boiling seawater. And I am telling you, student, this was marked as the starting of second mass movement in the country. That was civil disobedience movement in 1930. So which incident marked as the civil disobedience movement? Starting of civil disobedience movement? The answer will be the breaking of salt law by Gandhiji, marked as the starting of civil disobedience movement in India. Now, how this movement, this second mass movement, was different from the early movement of Gandhiji, that is non-cooperation movement? This is an important question. So the answer is, in non-cooperation movement, Gandhiji suggested the people not to cooperate with British rule. But in civil disobedience movement, Gandhiji suggested that along with non-cooperation with the Britishers, the Indians had to break the colonial laws. So this movement, civil disobedience movement, was somehow more intensified, more simple, in simple word I can say more dangerous from the British part. So this was the difference between civil disobedience movement and non-cooperation movement. In civil disobedience movement, along with non-cooperation, the people had to break the colonial laws. When this came to the people, thousands of people in different parts of the country broke the salt law, manufactured salt and demonstrated in front of the government salt factories. As the movement spread, foreign clothes were boycotted and liquor shops were picketed. Peasants also refused to pay revenue and chowkidari taxes. Village officials resigned, and in many places, forest people violated the forest law, going into reserved forest to collect wood and graze cattle. In this way, civil disobedience movement spread like jungle fire, and I am telling you, students, it was more intensified throughout the country. And at one point of time, it was simply difficult for the Britishers to take a control of all this. So this is how civil disobedience movement spread. But what happened after? That we will see in the next class. That's all for today. Thank you very much.